All right. Again, we'll give everybody a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. Good afternoon, Brother Mustafa. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How's everything? We'll give the kids like 2 more minutes and then we'll go and get started.
So I'm just gonna
Oh, so I
whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Yeah, no problem. And I did pull up the Apple financials, so I can display that if you'd like me to do that.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said I ended up pulling up the Apple. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, my speaker was off.
Yeah, I was saying I pulled up Apple financials, so I can display that on the screen also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm also going to share. Okay, depending on what time we have, I'll share another financial.
Okay. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat for our Nearpod, and I'll share my screen as well. So let me go ahead and put that. I'm going to drop that in chat now. If you guys can go ahead and make your way on over to Nearpod, that'd be great. There goes the link. Yes. Let me go ahead and share my screen. We'll go ahead and get started, guys. I don't want to wait too long. And those who are late can just kind of pick up as we come in. So, as always, guys, again, please make your way on over to Nearpod if you haven't yet. Still waiting for a couple of you guys to go ahead and get in there. The link is in the chat. And if you guys can go ahead and turn your cameras on for me, that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure I can get in. Thank you, Mar, again. Now we'll again put the link back in the chat just to make sure everybody has access to it. Go ahead and make your way on over to Nearpod. Thank you, Mr. Kamaru. If I can get Farouk over there, Mr. Mustafa, and I can get Umar, if you guys can make your way to Nearpod. See that ending on Tuesday? I know you're excited about that. Last day. I have 2 more weeks. I have this week coming up, and then 1 more week after that. We end last day of school is on the 18th. So we're almost there. We are almost there. Farouk ends next week as well. Nice. All right, perfect. Thank you guys. Man, send lists in here as well. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well. When you finish, when we finish. All right, it's true. You're doing it virtual, right? All right, let's go ahead and make our way. So, welcome to Senior Stars, guys. As always, please have your camera on for me and stay muted until I call upon you guys to do some reading or answer any questions. All right. During the first and last 10 minutes class, please make sure you're in front of your computer with your camera on, muted. Make sure you're seated in a good position so you can listen and you can take notes if you need to and complete whatever work we have for the day. So today we're gonna start off our program today with a little career conversation. We're gonna have a conversation with one of the brothers who's come in as a guest speaker today. Make sure you guys thank him. He's gonna talk about accounting career and how he got there and things you need to do, the good, the bad, the ugly of it. We're gonna transition into taking a look at our investment game review, our investing game review, and some real trading. And then we'll take a little brain break. And then we're going to have an activity a little bit later with Brother Latif. He's going to be coming in today as well. All right. So without further, so today will be our maybe our last class. We're gonna kind of touch base on that. It'll probably be our last class today. We may have one more after this, and then we'll take a break before the Senior Stars camp starts July 26th. And I'll pause there for a second. Anybody have any questions about that? All right, great. All right, so without further ado, I'd like to welcome Brother Olajide Mustafa, CPA and CFE. Look at him, he's looking confused. He's like, what? What's going on here? So just want to thank him for coming in today, guys. Please thank Brother Mustafa for coming in today. And without further ado, Brother Mustafa, if you can go ahead and unmute and take it away, and I'll go ahead and mute myself. Please introduce yourself. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdusamiu Olajide Mustafa, and I'm actually glad to be here with you guys, and just to give you some career advice or career talk about how to get into the accounting of finance industry. So I think with a brief introduction, like Brother Hamzat just did, yes, I work at a CPA company, BDO USA. I'm a certified public accountant and also certified fraud examiner, and I have a master's degree in accounting from Bowie State University. Okay, so I would have loved to do like a slide, but I knew about this late, so pardon me if I'm just going all around the place with the information that I'm going to give. So quickly, so anyone interested in becoming an accountant, or you want to get into the financial industry, whether as a tax person or a financial consultant, advisory, or any other of the similar, because there's several subgroups in the financial industry. So you would need at the basic to get yourself a bachelor's degree. And it could be a bachelor's degree in business, bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, information system, with maybe a minor or a major in business, or any of the other categories. And one of the advice I would like to give you upfront is, while considering this, it would be nice at some point while in college to actually do some form of internship to see if this will be something you will really like. And quickly, just to dispel a myth that a lot of people have said, you don't really need to be very good in mathematics to be an accountant. Yes, we deal with numbers, but it's not really about math. It's more of just understanding the principles or what should go here and what should go over there. So just something I wanted to put out there before I forget. So yes, you need to get a bachelor's degree to really get your foot in the accounting industry. So while there, you could either choose to be toward the tax line. You could either choose to be an IT person with emphasis on financial statements and things like that. You could also decide to be in the advisory consultancy part, or like I am, you could decide to do assurance services. So what are assurance services? So pretty much assurance services are the services that most CPA firms provide to companies, governments, organizations as a third party, where we go in and look at the financial reports. So you look at whatever financial balance sheet, income statement, cash flow, all whatever financial information that they have. As third parties, you go in and you look and review, or using a common word that most people know, audit the financials. And then at the end of the engagement, which is what we call what we do, you issue an opinion. And that is the opinion that a lot of people will rely on. So for example, investors, government, customers, employees, would, depending on what their decision making or why they need to make those decisions, will rely on those financials. So for example, I think Brother Hamzat, yeah, so you just shared that. So I'm not sure if this is, okay, so this says unaudited. So you can see that, what Brother Hamzat shared. So this is Apple's condensed consolidated statements of operations, and it says unaudited. So it means that we're letting you know this is information we're sharing to you, but a third party, which is auditors, have not come in to say, oh, by the way, this, for example, the 72 million for net sales of product sales is actually 72 million. So that's what auditors go. Auditors go in, we get, we ask for different materials and support, and we do diligent work because people are relying on what we do and say, is this 72 million actually 72 million? Is this 16 million for services actually 16 million? So that's what we do. And then at the end of the day, Apple will probably give you the audited financial report. So, and why is this important? Why is the audited financial report important? It's very important because you want to be able to be sure that if you're putting your money, your hard-earned money in, for example, in Apple stocks, for example, because you're making decisions on several things. You're not just making it because I love Apple. No, you're making, one of the decision making is Apple profitable? How do I know Apple is profitable? Apple says it is profitable, but how do I? So Hamzat, can you scroll down a little bit to where it says net operating net income? Okay, so you see that Apple says it made 23 million net income. That means it's profitable, right? But how am I, as an investor, as a customer, as a government employee or whatever, how am I sure that this 23 million is true? So auditors go in, auditors are usually engaged by the client, in this case, Apple. Apple would, seek auditors. Auditors will bid, and depending on the amount or whatever Apple is requiring, different companies will bid, and they will come in. So auditors are independent. So what we issue at the end of our engagement is always called independent auditors report, meaning you as a government, as government, you as an investor, you as an employee, you as a customer or wherever, you are able to rely on what we've presented and the numbers in this report, you can rely on it. So pretty much that's part of what we do. Why is my voice?
No. 1 second, I'm sorry. 1 second. You're good. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Okay. So one thing to also remind us is, remember I said, one of the ways you can get into the accounting industry is getting a bachelor's degree. Yes. And however, also in order to actually continue to remain relevant and get maybe promotions and also continue to climb and the ladder, it would be also advisable to consider getting the Certified Public Accounting certification, which is like the apex of the academic or certification ladder in the accounting industry. There are others kind of certification you can get, but being a certified public accountant is something you should consider, and getting the accounting degree is a prerequisite to getting that certification. And in the accounting industry, pretty much there are several accounting companies, but there's what we call the Big Four, which are the biggest accounting companies by revenue or by client base, and they're pretty much all over the world. So you would hear companies like Deloitte, you hear companies like KPMG, you hear companies like Ernst & Young, and you would hear, what's the fourth one? PwC, yes, PricewaterhouseCoopers. So those four are the biggest. Don't ask where my company is. I think we're number 6 or 7. Well, that's good because there's like over several of them. So, but the big four are usually those four. They switch depending on what year or what statistics you're using. It could be KPMG number 1, it could be Deloitte number 1, depending on what you're using to measure them. I'm trying to remember what else I wanted to hear. So for me, so like I remember I said there's different levels or different options you can make in the accounting industry. So for me, I'm in assurance services. However, I pretty much deal with governments as my client. So I would deal with local governments, so local government, state government, the federal government. So for example, I've had the city of Bowie worked the previous client, Prince George's County the school system, the state of New Jersey, state of Pennsylvania, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the city of Virginia Beach. So pretty much those are the ones I can remember often. Those are the clients that I deal with. So I don't deal with private companies like Apple, Amazon, and things like that. Like I have colleagues that deal with, but pretty much it's similar services that we provide, but different people need our audit reports for different reasons.
So question for you before you continue. Sorry about that, Brother Saba.
Okay.
Can you tell me what are some of the benefits, some of the I guess the good of your job, and then tell us some of the negatives of your job?
Okay, some of the good will be you're able to travel. You're able to travel around. So with my job, and then you're able to meet different people because you work with different people and different engagements. So at times you may work with a different set of people for a couple of weeks or months, and then you get to work with other set of people. So you meet different people from different backgrounds, different locations, and then you get to travel. So I've been to a couple of states in the US just because via my job. So I travel a lot, but obviously because of the Corona pandemic, I've not been able to travel. Also, you learn. So one of the things with my job is I go in. So I also used to be an internal auditor. So for example, I could go into an organization, right? And then based off of what we do, I can pretty much tell you how this organization works, even though I've not really worked there. But because I've been able to see things at a higher level, I can say, oh, this is how they operate, this and this and this. So you're able to see things on a higher level, maybe not on a day-to-day level because you're not an employee there, but because you're dealing with people, you're asking for support, there are documents and you're seeing how things work, so you're able to see things on a higher level. So for example, I can see how, for example, food stamp works because I audit food stamps. I can tell you what I can, give you how, for example, how adoption or foster care kind of works. I have a high level understanding because I've been able to work in that system. So pretty much that. One of the negatives is when it's busy season, just like I am right now because of the client you work hours, you work night and day. So it's 60 or so hours per week, right? Because you got to turn in the report. So it can be straining when it's busy season, and when it's not busy season, it's not as stressful as when it's busy season. What other negatives is maybe you get to spend less time with families and friends when it's busy season. But you when it's not busy, you can make that time up. What other things can I think of?
Can you give the young man an idea of what the salary range would be coming out of high school? I say coming out of high school. Excuse me, coming out of college.
Okay. Yeah. So depending on what your degree is or what school you attended, and then which company you get into. It's been a while since I started, but I would say I think between maybe 55 to about 65K, I think. I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be less than 55K, I think, or 60K. It shouldn't be less than 60K with a college degree. And then as you progress, you go higher, you get bonuses, you get promotion, you get, obviously with more promotion, more responsibility is on you, but more money, more salary, more income for you. And for a lot of the countries, you get 401k, you get health care, you get some other benefits. Like most companies, you would get some benefits. You get time off, holidays and things like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Definitely appreciate that, Brother Mustafa. I know you have, you're busy. I know you have some things to go. So definitely want to thank you for joining us today. If you guys can give Brother Mustafa a big thank you for joining us today and sharing his information about the accounting field and giving you guys some information about the career field and how to get into it and any other information. Does anybody have any questions before he leaves though? Is anybody has any pressing question for Brother Mustafa before he gets out of here? All right, great. Thanks again, Brother Mustafa.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Bye.
All right, guys. All right, before we continue, guys, if I can get everybody to go ahead and turn on their camera for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. Good to see everybody here. Mr. Kamaru, Yusuf, Jamal, if you guys can all get your cameras on, that would be greatly appreciated. Before we continue, again, I will put the link to the Nearpod in the chat for those people who just entered. Can make your way to Nearpod, please. Again, just put the link in the chat. So go ahead and make your way on over to Nearpod. We are going to have one more guest speaker for the day to come share with you guys about his profession. We learned about the accounting field just now. We're going to learn about one more field before we get into a review of our stock market challenge and our game, and then get into some real investing. All right, guys. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce give me 1 second. I'd like to introduce Brother Abdul Latif Al-Maroof. All right, he's in the law enforcement industry. I'm going to let him introduce himself in a second. He can come off of mute, Brother Al-Maroof.
Assalamu alaikum. How you guys doing? My name is Abdul Latif Al Maroof. I'm actually Mr. Saba's younger brother. So by trade, I'm a law enforcement officer. I work for the Federal Intelligence Agency in DC. A lot of you guys may not be familiar with it because they try to keep it kind of like quiet and hush hush. I've been doing that job now for about 5 years. I'm also in the Army. I'm a reservist. So like on weekends or whatnot, I do like military stuff. So basically, let me give you guys a little bit background about myself. So I joined this agency in 2015, and the prerequisites to join the agency is you need either you're a veteran, a military veteran. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be Army. It could be any branch of service or college degree, preferably in criminal justice, right? So because of law enforcement, they have that preference that they're looking for people with like criminal justice, social work background. Those are like the prerequisites that you need to get in. And when you first join, when you get hired on board, if you don't have any experience as a law enforcement officer, prior experience, you will get sent to an academy. The academy that I went to, it's called the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. It's down in Artesia, Mexico. Artesia, New Mexico. You go down there and pretty much it's like a basic police academy where they teach you everything about law, defense tactics, of course, how to use your weapon and how to escalate situations based on how you interpret and you see certain things. And, we're talking about like pepper spray, OC. But the biggest thing you learn there is the law. Like, how does the law apply to you carrying out your daily duties? Like, what is a misdemeanor? What is a felony and such, because you have to, these are things that, if you witness that you will have to act upon and such. So you go down there. So pretty much for you to go down there, you have to be in some type of physical shape. You can't be someone who's fat and lazy. You have to be willing to run every day and, somebody who's physically able, pretty much. You go down there, you go to the range, you have like classes, which is like normal college classes. It starts in the morning. Well, before the classes start, you do PT in the morning, physical training, where you do like some type of combatives, or you're running, or some type of obstacle course, just to get you your blood pumping, and then you transition over into the classroom portion where you get taught about the law, the federal law, and all sorts of stuff. We have like these attorneys and prior like law enforcement agents or police officers that come and share some of their experiences that they've had on the job with with us and whatnot. So you kind of understand. And also like later on, as the school continues, you start to actually participate in like certain scenarios. It could be like, you have a call for a dispute. So you and your partner or whatnot will get dispatched over there, to assess the situation, and then you get to judge what type of force that situation warrants. Is it deadly force where you have to use your weapon, or is it something where you could just use like physical restraints, which is your hand or your baton or pepper spray or your taser or whatnot? And then that's based on you, and you have to make the right call, because we all know everything that's going on in the news. The police ain't in a good limelight. Light right now. Because of certain bad eggs among us, whatnot. So like, those are certain things you do, and then once you graduate that, you come back to the agency or whatnot, and then there's also it's like a month to 2 month in-house training that you need to do, because when they send you to FLETC, you're just getting the basic police training. But once you come back to the agency, you have more trainings that you do, which is like online trainings, like first aid situations where they even you go through like certain simulations where they kind of question you on like, okay, what do you do in this situation, and what was your thought process going into that situation? And then once you get done, you get all your certificates, and then they're like, okay, now you're ready, to actually become a DIA police officer or whatnot, you get your gun, you get your badge, and then you get assigned. Is either I work morning shifts, which starts 7 and it ends at 1,500 hours. As police officers, like we don't work like the typical 9 to 5, right? So, but I got lucky and I was drafted on the day shift, right? I work from 7 o'clock in the morning to 1,500. Pretty much what I do, my daily basis is I work at an agency where we have over 10,000 employees. So pretty much we are like the security and the safety people that handle that agency. So we do like daily patrols, we do checks, making sure people that are coming on the premises all have their proper identification, make sure people are not bringing contraband on, like weapons, drug and paraphernalia, stuff like that on. We do like random security checks where we could get a bullet saying that, supposedly there's supposed to be somebody we need to look out for in the area that may be suspicious. We'll do like certain patrols. You just, go and approach and question people pretty much as a presence patrol. And I'm also part of the SRT team, which is the special response team. So we're like, I don't know if you guys watched the show SWAT with Shemay Moore and whatnot. So pretty much we're like the SWAT for my agency, which we handle like, say, God forbid, if we have a active shooter scenario, we will be the ones that'll get called, right? And that's, to be a SRT member, you have to be someone who's like a self-service person, because when stuff does happen or whatnot, you're going to be the one that they need to respond to the front line, right? Because you've gone through certain trainings or whatnot. So whether it's like a bomb scare, whether it's like a chemical attack, whether it's, like I said, active shooter, or some sort of call that requires us to respond, we'll be the one to respond and to deal with the situation. Excuse me. 1 second, somebody's calling me. Yeah, sorry about that phone call. But yeah, you're pretty much gonna be the one to respond to that. On the I mean, part of my my daily duties are, in case we get a call, like on a quiet day, we get calls of like usually medical emergencies, right? Medical emergencies are like either somebody's having some type of medical condition. So we're the first responders. We respond to it. We assess the situation, and then we call our control center, which is like it's like the dispatch center. And then we either call them if it's like a medical emergency. We call an ambulance. They respond. We escort the EMS personnel to wherever the situation is. If there have been some cases where we responded to a situation where we had to render like first aid and also CPR, right? Somebody wasn't breathing anymore, so you had to, do CPR just to keep their chest pumping and whatnot. Or it could be a situation where we've had a fire in a facility where we've had to respond and evacuate the people around there, and then escort call the fire department guys to come on. Luckily, so far we haven't had an active shooter, but we do conduct drills based on that. I mean, given what's going on currently in the media, I mean, not in the media, across the country, like in shopping centers or like schools or whatnot, that's our biggest threat that we fear the most, because we have a lot of people that are both civilian and military that work in this agency. So there are people that have access to weapons, that have the training on how to use weapons. So that's one thing we're definitely we look out for. And then another thing is we do reports. Everything we get a call for, you have to write a report. That report gets sent up to the supervisor, and they get to check it for errors or whatnot, and then it gets logged in. Let me see, what else do we? Oh yeah, we do patrols, like like with the car or whatnot. We patrol around the base. Our facility, to make sure that there aren't any intruders. Like we've caught like people breaking into people's cars, or what was it? People trespassing. That's another one. Like, because of the area where we work, you require like a high security clearance for you to get access to that place. So anyone we find there, that's pretty much like a high misdemeanor. So, they'll be arrested or whatnot, and they'll get processed and then get questioned on how they were able to gain access to our facility. So pretty much those are what I do. I mean, part of the benefits of me working there is, I get to stay in shape. I love service, so I wear a uniform every day. People come and ask me questions and stuff like that. I'm proud of being a police officer. Like, I understand that there's a lot of stuff going on in the outside work, but I'm not one of those people. I'm actually one of the very few that like to help people. So, staying fit, having opportunities to conduct certain trainings where a regular person won't have access to. I'm talking about like tactically, where it could be you're clearing a house or clearing a building or whatnot, and it's just like a high stressor training. Those type of trainings. I have the privy of doing that, and also being a federal employee, I have federal benefits as far as like your 401k plan or medical plan. I have job security because we're the federal government, and in my line of work, I kind of fall under like an emergency work. So like you're never really gonna be kind of like out of the work because they always need somebody to be there. Like part of the disadvantages is because we work shift work. A lot of people don't like to work. If you're a family person, it's not easy working overnight, right? Because let's say if you have a wife or you have a kid, it's a little bit hard. It's something to adjust to. Or working the swing shift, which starts from like 1,500 to like 2,300 hours. Those are some of the disadvantages I would say. And also just being a police officer, of course, there's this automatically like negative stigma that we get from certain people because they think we're like shitbags or we're just mean assholes, but once you actually get to approach the person and have a conversation with them, you be like, wow, you're pretty cool. You're not a dickhead after all. Excuse my language, but stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Any questions?
I appreciate it, Brother Amr. If anybody have any questions for Brother Abdul Latif about the DIA, being a police officer or anything like that? Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Please thank Brother Amr for joining us. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you all for being here again. Please go ahead and turn on your camera if you don't have it on yet. Go ahead and turn on your camera. We are going to move forward with the programming. All right. So we're going to skip this part because I'm not sure we're going to have time to cover that real quick. But I do want to get right into our topic for today. So objective for today, guys, we're going to take a look at our investment accounts, kind of review our trading competition, and we're going to go over our top 5 for the virtual stock exchange portfolio management project. Now I'm going to ask you guys questions about what you chose, why you chose it, for those people who fell in top 5, and give us a little insight and maybe some tips on how to do some things. So up first at number 5, person number 5, we have Farouk Mustafa. Please give Farouk Mustafa a round of applause. His net worth at the end of the day was $100,066.34. Right. So he made $66.34. You may laugh at it. It's not much, but he didn't lose money. Some people lost money. Right. So he ended up at the end of this month in the positive. It's only been a month, and normally when you're doing asset management, you're doing it for long periods of time, years and years and years and years, and that money will continue to grow over the years. This is over a month. So his biggest gain he made was General Motors. He had almost 11% gain on his investment with General Motors, and his biggest loss was with Pfizer. He lost 2.3% of his investment. Now, Mr. Mustafa, can you go ahead and come off of mute? Tell us about why you chose some of these companies, what you chose, why you chose Pfizer, why you chose General Motors.
Well, I chose General Motors because it's a company that I know very well and I trust. And I saw like their trend was going upwards. I thought Pfizer would do a bit better for some reason.
And what was your logic
But
behind Pfizer doing well? What did you think? What made you think that they were going to do good or do well? Excuse me.
because of the vaccine stuff, but
Vaccines.
obviously,
That makes sense, right? He figures, oh, they developed the vaccine. They should be in good business, so they should be making money. So that's not a bad idea. But within this last month, and you could be accurate, right? You could be accurate over the long term, but because we did such a short window of a month, in this month you lost 2% or 2.3%. But over the long haul, over the year, maybe your idea kind of pans out and they end up making a lot of money over the year. But right now you're down 2.3%. So not a bad thought at all. But great job overall. I would say you didn't invest a whole lot of money. You definitely want to increase your the amount of money you're investing. You didn't invest a very large percent of your portfolio, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you should have invested more money, especially if you'd have put more money into General Motors. You would have made a whole lot more money, right? All right. At number four, ladies and gentlemen, at number 4, we have Abdul Salam. Well, Abdul Salam is not logged on today, but he made $557. So he had a net worth of $100,557.90. His biggest gain was with Honda. He invested in Honda. He gained 9% from Honda alone, and his biggest loss was with Pfizer. He only lost 0.16%. Now, with Abdul Salam's portfolio, all of the companies he invested in, literally all of them made money. The only company that lost money was Pfizer, and you can see it's a very small percentage. His biggest issue was that he didn't invest a lot of money at all. He invested very, very, very little of his portfolio. So he invested in like 10 different companies, but he only put, let's say, $1,000 from, in each company. So he only invested like $11,000 total of the $100,000 that he had. So he didn't lose, and he didn't make a lot because he didn't invest a lot. So he only made $557 overall. All right. Y'all give Abdul Salam a shout out when you see him. All right, number three. Who is it? Who do you guys think it is? Came out of nowhere. Number 3 came out the ash. He rose like a phoenix. He was in like second to last place or last place for quite some time. And in the last minute, he rose like a phoenix and came up making $822. So he started off with $100,000 and he made $822 in this time span. He went down for quite some time. He was at I want to say like negative 2,000 at one point, and he came back, clawed his way back to making $822 over the course of this time. His biggest gain was Helmerich and Payne. He made 17.72%. Huge gain there. And his biggest loss was Verizon. He lost 2.5% of his money with Verizon. Can you go ahead and come off of mute for us, Brother Yusuf, and tell us why you chose these companies?
Okay. H for Helmerich and Payne, aka HP. I chose HP because I noticed it was a computer. It's like a computer company, and so I was thinking they might start making how there's a microchip shortage. I was like, oh, since there's a microchip shortage, might as well invest in a computer company and hope for the biggest outcome. And since there's a massive boost in buying and sales in computers lately, I was like, HP might be a good. And then Verizon, I chose Verizon because I thought, oh, I see all their ads all the time, might as well pick them. But then I was reading after I picked it that said Verizon is that the highest it will go and it won't go anymore. And I was like, ugh. And then it started going down. I was like, I'll just wait. I would just wait when it gets back to the normal point and sell it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done the same thing. Sometimes you have faith in the company. You're like, I know it's gonna go, and you're waiting, and sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it goes. But I like the idea there with HP and with Verizon. But you didn't lose too much on Verizon anyway. And HP, you made a killing off of. But great job overall. All right, and number two. we have Ajibola Ajani, and he's not logged in today. He had a return of $1,329.94. So not bad at all. His biggest gain was with Moderna. He made 26.29% with Moderna. So huge profit with Moderna. And he lost the same amount he lost as Abdul Farouk lost as well, 2.3% with Pfizer he lost. All right. And in first place overall, we have Umar. Y'all give Umar a shout out. He did a really great job. He did a great job, right, with his investment choices. So he made over this course, he made $6,704.02. His biggest gain was with Li Automotives, a Chinese car company, and his biggest loss was with Etsy. I'm surprised. Etsy, he lost 4.64% with Etsy. Umar, if you can go and come off mute and tell us a little bit about your choices, and go from there.
Okay, so with Lee, and so I saw that Tesla was down, and then I invested in Tesla, and then I remember that my dad he invested in Tesla and Lee since they were like a big competitor, right? And I invested in Lee, so I invested in Lee, and also I think I invested in another one. Let's see.
And we're gonna take a look at your portfolio here in a second.
Oh no, I didn't invest in any other car companies. Well, I invested in Zoom, Roblox. Oh yeah, Neo. I think isn't that a car company? I think
that is Asian.
Yeah, Neo, Lee, Tesla, and Neo. That's what those are the companies that my dad invested in. I'd say, okay, since he did, I'll just invest in it too.
Nice.
So, and the other ones, some of them I got off my Robinhood account, and other ones I just thought of. So
Nice. And why Etsy?
Etsy, that was actually last minute. I did that yesterday. I don't know why.
Just thought Etsy's a big name. Let's see, they should be making some money. Something, right? Yeah. All right. So, but great job. So, Umar kind of brought out a good point, right? In terms of an investment strategy, right? Some people will look at an industry and say, I really like this industry. I really like the automotive industry. I really like the EV, the electric vehicle industry. And I know the electric vehicle industry is going to do well. I don't know what company is going to do well, but I know that this industry is going to do well. So what some people like to do is take a bunch of companies in that same industry and kind of diversify your money that way. So invest in Lee, invest in Neo, invest in Tesla, right? All vehicles or all automotive companies that have that deal with electrical vehicles, and that's the wave of the future. So if I know that electrical vehicles are the wave of the future, I know they're going to do well. I'm putting my money that these three companies will kind of rise to the top of that. So I know I'm gonna win somewhere. I don't know where, but I know I'm gonna win. So some people like to do that by investing in those companies. So what we'll do real quick, I'm gonna take a look at a couple portfolios and I'll point out some things that I noticed, right? So we'll start off with number 5. Let's take a look at number 5 first. Person who came in 5th place, Farouk. So as you guys noticed, Farouk made the mistake. So you can see he only invested a very small percentage of his overall. He invested 3% of his entire portfolio. So he invested in 5 different companies, but he only invested 3% of the $100,000 that he had to play with. So it's kind of a big mistake, right? You want to definitely not sit on the sideline. The purpose of investing is to actually invest, not to just sit on the sideline and wait, right? So if he'd have invested much more money, he would have had far bigger gains. Same percentage, but 10% of $900 is not a lot, right? 10% of $900 is not. But if you'd invested, $90,000, 10% of $90,000 is far bigger, or 10% of $9,000 is far bigger, right? So you definitely want to increase the amount that he had. So overall, he had 3 companies win and 2 companies he lost profit. I like Dodge. Dodge was a good idea. They had some new vehicles coming out. I think that they're going to do well over the long term, but GM did well. Who's this? Is this Intel? Yeah, Intel. And MGA is Magna International. I'm not sure what they do, but very good. And then Pfizer down here. All right. So again, you want to increase your portfolio. Don't take small positions. Take larger positions if you can. And of course, Abdul Salam, I think he made the same exact mistake again with his, with Abdul Salam's. He had, I think he won with every single company that he invested in. Every single company he invested in, he won, except for one, except for Microsoft. All right. Only one that he lost with. Every single company he won. You can see everything is green except for one company. But he had the same issue. He only invested, was at 27% of his overall portfolio. So if he invested more money, he would have definitely made a whole lot more money. So same issues there. And then we had Yusuf. Let's take a look at Yusuf's. Yusuf, go ahead and break this down for us, Yusuf. So he invested pretty, oh no, did I just skip over? I did. Let me go back to his. All right, so yeah, he invested pretty much his entire portfolio. All right, he only he had 5% saved, which is good. So he invested 95% of his portfolio. He lost with only 3 of his companies. I think he invested in 11 companies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 companies.
I
So
sold some. I had Disney and I had Disney and Apple, but I sold them because they dropped 300 points that one day. I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Sometimes they have. Sometimes it's good just to hold tight though and let it play out. But yeah, definitely. So Roblox as well. So you lost with Roblox there, Verizon, and who's this?
Equinox Gold Corp.
Gotcha. You didn't. That's pretty much a win. I mean,
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Roblox is on the stock exchange now?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But good job. So you had a 70% win rate. 70% of your companies were successful. So that's pretty high. That's really good. Only also 3%. Again, I guess it's just about the choices. So you invested 16% in this company that lost for you, but pretty good overall. I like what you did. This CHMA, it's so funny. I invested in this. I saw you guys invested in it. I don't even know why I jumped on it. I jumped on it. I lost money and jumped out of it, and then it ended up coming right back up. silly mistake that I should have never done. And the only reason I invested in it, normally I don't invest unless I research company. I just invested in just to invest in it, and then I was like, you know what? Let me take my money out of here because I didn't actually research the company and know what they're about. And then as soon as I did that, the company shoots up, and you guys end up making money on that. So pretty good. All right, let's see here, and then let's go. We know Ajibullah. I think Ajibullah had the same issue with the majority of you. As you can see, he only invested 24% of his portfolio. 24%. So very small. Even though he made a good amount, he only invested 24%. So he made some good money on some of these companies: Moderna, Microsoft, Tesla, Roblox. So he made some good money on some of these because he held them for quite some time from the beginning. Target. He made some really good money. Twitter as well. He lost a little on Apple, but that's not really a loss, to be honest with you. That's gonna go back up. The only real company he lost with was with Pfizer. So some really smart choices there. Just didn't invest a lot of his money. He went with the really steady ship. And then let's take a look at Umar. He went with the big steady companies. Didn't really take any risks there. Same thing with Umar, Microsoft, Lee, Tesla. Is this Zoom? Yeah. Okay, he invested in Zoom. Roblox, the only money he lost was Etsy. Neo, Target, Nike, Disney. Good. Big profit. Only lost with one company, and that was Etsy. And I'm sure he did some other trades earlier, as you can see. If you take a look at his history, he owned some companies. He bought and sold. Or did you sell anything while you were trading, Omar?
No.
No. Okay, I'm about to say I only see buy here. So you stuck with these from the beginning and you just wrote them out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. But you said the only one that you bought recently was Etsy, right?
Yeah, and I was about to sell Etsy actually. Today I tried to sell it, but we're not on the market right now.
Not bad. So 25% of your portfolio went to Lee, and Lee did it really well for you. So that's how you kind of jumped there. You put 25% of your portfolio, and Lee, you bought 1,011 shares, and Lee did really well for you. So that was smart. But good way to diversify your portfolio. I really like it. Great job overall, guys. You did really good job. So right now, what I want you guys to do, we're going to do a little activity. I want you guys to reflect on what you've learned. All right. So I have a link to the actual game if you need to see what your portfolio looks like. Again, you can go ahead and click on the globe up here. And you're going to write a little reflection. So you're going to write about your virtual stock exchange experience, and you're going to address these 4 issues. All right. Which positions or companies exceeded your expectations? All right. And what conditions caused this? Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they were successful? All right. And what positions underperformed for you? So what companies didn't do well? And what factors created this performance gap? Like, why do you think they didn't do well? What happened recently? Number 3, I want you guys to think about what are some of the key things you learned from your virtual stock exchange experience? And then last but not least, how will your virtual stock exchange experience influence your personal investing in the future? All right. I'm gonna give you guys about 15 minutes here. I think we have a couple people missing off of here. So again, I'm gonna put the let me see. I'm gonna put the link, the Nearpod link back into the chat. You guys can go ahead and use that link to get into the Nearpod. I'm gonna give you guys about 10 to 15 minutes here to go ahead and finish that up. Let me take a look at a couple more profiles while you guys are working on that. Let's see. Tomorrow, we know what that is. And look here, health.
I have a question.
Yep, good.
So I try to buy stocks, but it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Like last week, I tried to buy something.
Somebody else had that. Umar, can you come off of mute and say didn't you have that same experience, Umar?
Yeah.
So what did you have to do?
I don't even know what. It just kind of fixed itself. I made a new account at first. And then it fixed itself.
Yeah, because it happened to me one day. I'm not sure what it was. It happened to me one day as well, but then it wasn't even the whole day. Like I think I logged in like an hour later, and it ended up I was able to trade again. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what the issue was, but it did have that same glitch for a couple people.
I mean, like I did do it at like 4. I'm pretty sure. I think. So I
You
don't
did
know if.
it after hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. It would still
Yeah.
process, and then it
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's what I
take
thought would
effect until the
happen, but
next
it
day.
didn't.
Yeah, that's
Because I
weird.
was gonna spend all my money, and I was just gonna.
Yeah, because I was about to say you only use what 17%.
Yeah, I was trying to use it, and then it wouldn't work. So I don't know why.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's
Yeah,
gonna spend like 80 on this one thing, and
another
then
8. Yusuf, tell me about what you did, right? Because when you were at negative 2,000 at one point.
oh,
What change did you make? What did you do at that point when you were at
Okay,
negative?
when I was at negative 2,000, I was because of
Verizon?
Muhammad Mute.
Oh, okay.
I was at like, it was because Disney, Apple, and Verizon, all three of them dropped one day by a lot, and I was like, ugh. And then I was like, I got to make this money back somehow. I was trying to
So that
see.
was on that was when here, right? I remember that this is like on the 21st, right?
Yeah.
You sold Apple, you sold Disney, and then okay, I see where you bought a bunch of different companies. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. So I sold them because they weren't doing anything. Oh, there it is. Weren't doing anything really. So I decided to sell them, and since they were losing me a lot of money. Now I was like, I need to find something that might just go big soon that can make me all that money back that I lost after selling them. So then I was thinking that on the news lately, I've been seeing a bunch of shortages on microchips, and I know that GPUs, which are graphics cards, are insanely overpriced right now.
Right.
So I was like, oh, let me find some companies that I might want to invest. I was looking for, when I was first going through, I was looking for AMD, Ryzen, Nvidia. I didn't think of Nvidia at first. I was like, it was doing low, so I was like, no. Yeah, so
How did AMD do anyway?
huh?
AMD, how come you didn't buy AMD?
I don't know. I just
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Oh God, look how much. See this steady growth here? Let's see. Over the last
yeah.
month. Oh, look at that.
AMD would have been amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have bought it. But like, so I bought Intel and HP at that point because I know HP was doing good. It had a lower cost than AMD or Ryzen or Nvidia. So I was like, HP, I can buy a lot more and make more if it goes up. Or on HP. And Intel, I know it's a CPU manufacturer. So I was like, since there's a boom in computers lately, they're probably having more sales.
It's fair.
So I invested in Intel as well at that point. Verizon, I don't know. I haven't sold it yet. I'm just waiting for it to just go up, get close to like 100, not losing 100, and then sell it because I'm making money back somewhat.
Yeah. So I'm invested in the company right now. I've been invested in this company. I don't know why I'm being stupid right now, but I've been invested in them for like, let's say about a year now. And in that year, I've lost, I think I'm down 33%, something like that.
Oh.
And it's bad. So
Can I just sorry.
No.
I just chime in real quick.
Yes.
I'm hearing a lot of, I lost a little bit of money, and then I decided to sell. Well, mashallah, this is a simulation, but as you get older and you're in the real market and investing, you always have to keep in mind the issue of taxes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Thank you for
we
bringing
have to
that
try
up.
to weigh the decision of selling some stocks versus how much tax the government's going to charge you on whatever you make on it.
Yes, that's
Is
a
it worth
great
it?
point.
Yeah, is it worth it to sell and then
Right.
pay even more taxes on it? So just keep that in mind. But mashallah,
Yeah.
this is
So
great.
yeah, that's a great point. I mean, you definitely want to hold on to a company for at least a year. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, there's benefits for both, right? If you're swing trading, fine, right? But sometimes you want to look at the big picture. Sometimes it's okay to hold on to a company that you've lost on, unless you know the company's in the tank and that you just need to pull your money out as fast as possible. But sometimes, okay, that's why even me, I'm still holding on to this company that I've lost 33% on, because I'm like, okay, you know what? I know eventually they're gonna rebound, and I don't want to miss out on it. I don't want to miss out, right? And fear of missing out is another say FOMO. But again, also the tax idea, right? If I go ahead and sell early, I'm gonna lose money and then lose money again, right? So just kind of holding on and holding out hope there. What is this right here? Acro Therapeutics. So is this just a random company that you found, or did you research this company, Acro?
Me?
Yeah.
Random.
Random company, okay. Always do your research, always. No matter what the chart looks like, do your research first. Sometimes it can be a bubble, sometimes it can be anything. It could just be, a random uptick for a variety of reasons. You definitely want to, and don't get sucked into or suckered into buying something like that. You definitely want to do your research before you put money into something. So you guys are doing. All right, guys. Still waiting on a couple of you guys to finish up. Naeem, Mohammed Bryant, Umar Farouk, Abdul Kamaru. Nafisa. I know, Nafisa. Yours is hard.
Hard for us.
I know. You couldn't get on. I don't understand why.
I had the most horrible experience.
No. Look at this, though. I mean, but you want to know what? Check this out. You want to know what company did the best for me, Omar? You'll like that. What company do you think that made the most money for me?
I don't know what you invested in, so.
Another Elon Musk company. Check it out.
SpaceX?
There you go. SpaceX.
I was thinking about investing in SpaceX, but I didn't. I just forgot about it.
This year?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Killed. All right. SpaceX did a great. Yeah, they big time. I wish I had invested more instead of 14%. I should have put more in there. But Exxon made a little bit of money. SpaceX, PayPal. Definitely invest in PayPal. This is a company that I have in my own portfolio here. Tesla, of course. Visa. I'm surprised. I lost money with Square, to be honest with you. But this is another company that's making a lot of money. That's been doing really well over the last year, and they're going to continue to grow well. To grow because they're in the crypto market. They're doing a whole bunch of good stuff. Square's doing a whole bunch of good stuff. So if you're looking for a company to kind of go with into the future, Square's a really good one. I know over this last month they lost 5%, but they're going to grow overall. We take a look.
I think when we were doing JA, or I was doing JA, we used Square.
You guys use Square, yeah. Square does Square does, and they do everything. Like if we look at let me go to their 1 year, as you can see, it's just constant, just good growth. It's a little stagnant right here over the last 2 months, but they're going to continue to grow. While you guys are still finishing up, has anybody had an opportunity to open up their accounts yet? Yusuf, do you have an account? Did you have an account started yet on any platform? Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna show you a short video on how to get it started, or you can kind of walk your parents through that. Mr. Kamara, what about you? Abdul Farouk Kamara. Come off of mute. And Umar, you said you have a Robinhood account? An illegal Robinhood account? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, what?
You said an illegal Robinhood account you have?
No, it's legal.
I feel like you have to be at least 18 to have a Robinhood account.
Me and my mom kind of share it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's mostly mine.
Gotcha. Okay. And is that the main platform you use to trade?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Mr. Mustafa, Farouk Mustafa, what about you? I know your dad said he was gonna get yours set up. Did he have an opportunity to do that yet?
Yeah, turned in the thing.
Say it again.
I turned in the response. I need to leave the audio so I could focus.
Oh yeah, no problem. I was asking you about your stock account. Did your dad have an opportunity to start your account yet or create it yet?
Oh my, no. He's been busy with work. I've been busy with school. I haven't sat down and looked at that stuff yet.
All right, cool. I'm gonna show you a quick video today too on how to remind him how to start. It's a really easy process to get it done. So I'll show you guys a short video on that. Naeem, what about you, Naeem? And Nafisa?
I haven't done anything.
Okay, so you don't have a real account yet, right? On eBay?
No.
On E-Trade?
No.
Okay. So I'm assuming that goes for you, Naeem, same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Muhammad Bryant, what about you?
My dad said he has money and he made accounts for us, I think, but I don't know. I'd have to ask him now.
Okay. And this is on E-Trade, I'm assuming?
No, this is on Robinhood.
On Robinhood, okay. Okay, so yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
You need to talk to him and get the account information so you guys can actually make some trades here.
We're gonna do that today?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Let me go ask him that.
Umar, are you still in the process of typing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Patience is key. Yep. Paying attention. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I know. Everything. Yeah, absolutely. Be more attentive. Think about the long term.
See this iPad keyboard?
You said iPad keyboard?
Yes. None of these companies, not companies. What am I doing?
Oh.
Okay, so my dad said he has a Robinhood account and he put it all in one account.
Okay.
And my mom was supposed to make it separate, but I don't know. He just told us to just tell him what stocks you want to invest in.
Okay.
So go to Robinhood and then just tell him so you can invest in them for us.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So FISA went down because public opinion, of course, companies low right now. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely increasing your positions, right? Investing more than you could. right, very good. All right, so what I'm going to show you guys a short video here real quick. I want you guys to pay attention on how to, if you don't have one yet, have your parents create a E-Trade account. It's a really simple process, really short, sweet. And should I, a 4-minute video, should I play, should you play? I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys.
Website come up. I don't know how it will look on your browser, but I'll tell you why it's this, but this button over here says open an account. Click on it. Now, when it's coming to it, says let's get started. You're gonna go down here to custodian.
So again,
right?
And I'll pause it real quick. So it's really simple. You click open account and you're opening a custodial account because obviously you're not 18 yet, so you can't have your own official account, but you can have a custodial account. That's an account that your parents have set up for you. You can use it, you can log in, you can trade, you can do all that good stuff, but technically it's still in their name. It will not transfer to your name fully until you turn 18. So let's go ahead.
Come up. I don't know how it will look on your browser, but I'll tell you why it's this, but this button over here says open an account. Click on it. Now, when it's coming to it, says let's get started. You're gonna go down here to custodian. Custodian, right? See right here where it says an account managed by an adult custodian for the benefit of the minor, generally a child under the age of 18. There you go. Hit continue. Now, up here on the top, I want to just walk you through these. First, you already did your account selection, so you're going to do personal information, identity verification, investor portfolio, account setup. Then we get you all the way to the review application. And I'm not going to submit this application because I'm going to write up a little dummy application just to walk you guys through it. Then you can do it yourself. So first, this is for the person who's going to be the adult on the account. You're gonna, if you already got an E-Trade account, you can click here. It's gonna put your information in on there. But if not, it's gonna ask you for your name, your phone number, where you live, all that good stuff. So go ahead and fill that out. It's gonna bring you to part two. Part two is what are your date of birth, social security number, if you're married or single, your occupation, how much money you make, and they want to make sure you're not connected to any publicly traded accounts. If you are, to select these and whatnot. So just fill it out. Now, part two is going to ask you for the minor account information. Who you open up an account for your son, daughter, nephew, whoever the case may be. You fill in their information here. So just go ahead and fill it out. Now they got to put in their date of birth and their social security number. Put in their date of birth and social security number. You're going to have your investment profile. This is going to want to test your knowledge on like, hey, what is your experience with the stock market, limited, good, or excellent? And it's going to ask you what is your overall objective of the account. Also, it's going to ask you a little stuff about how much have you traded, how much experience you have with stock, bonds, futures. You kind of want to get a profile of who you are. You're some type of expert or a new person. So just go ahead and fill this out. Ask you here where you're going to get the money from, little simple stuff about you. Where you're going to also put your money in securities or whatever the case may be. What are you going to buy? Most of the stocks. Is it long term? Your investor knowledge. You're going to put limited here, but whatever it may be, and fill that out. That's going to ask you the account setup. So when you fund an account, money goes into your account and it just sits there and until you're ready to invest it. Now, this is called uninvested cash. What do you want to do with it? The cash balance program. You can put it into the E-Trade. You can put it into all these different ones or whatever you pick one. But you can look at, compare my choices. You can make a decision. But that's what they want you to do. What do you want to do for money that just sit in your account that's uninvested, that you haven't purchased anything with as you're waiting? And that's going to ask you if you want to put a power of attorney. If you want to have access to your money, if you want to get a debit card or checkbook, if that's what you want to do. If you do, that's a minimum of $1,000 requirement for those items. But you don't have to have none of that stuff in order to really open up an account. So you fill this out, and you're going to go to review application, fill it out.
Okay.
Now you get to review application. It's going to ask you to review everything that you just put in. If everything looks right, you're going to hit continue. Now you're going to say review your application. Now this is how you submit it. I'm not going to submit this application. I just wrote this up for you. So this is how you submit it. Now once you submit it, you're going to create an ID, and also you're going to need to fund the account. Whether you're going to link up a bank account or savings account or however you want to put money into this particular account, write a check. So because you just, once the account is open up for your child, now you can put in allowance money, or hey, every month you're going to put $50 in there, let my child invest it, whatever the case may be. That's how, if you want to do it. But anyway, that's how you can set up an account for your child with E-Trade. Until the next video podcast, whatever you see me do plays around the globe. My name is Prince Dykes. I'm the Prince of Investing. Peace, be safe. I'm out, and thank you.
All right, so very simple process. I mean, literally, as you can see, you can complete the application in 2 to 3 minutes. All right, all you're doing is putting in your basic information, selecting custodial accounts. Really, really simple process. So please, if you get an opportunity to talk to your parents about getting your account set up, very important. All right. If you need follow-up or assistance, you can always feel free to reach out and ask. If your parents need more information about it, whatever the case may be, definitely here to support and help. And for those who already have their account set up, you should start looking into what companies, as you guys saw from our virtual challenge, you can take a look at companies that people invested there, take a look at some of the companies that you've researched on your own, and start looking into investing in some of those companies and trading some of those companies. And one big point that I want to make for you guys is that even though, let's say you wanted to invest, let's say you wanted to buy shares of, let's think of something that's really expensive right now. I don't know. Let's say Amazon, right? Say I wanted to buy Amazon. Wrong company. Hold on, baby. All right. So let's say I wanted to buy Amazon. Amazon is $3,206. You don't have to buy an entire share of Amazon. You can invest the cash you have. So buying micro shares, essentially. You don't have to buy an entire one share with $3,000 of Amazon. You can buy $50 worth, or $30 worth, or $20 worth, whatever the case may be. All right, specifically if you're using certain platforms like Robinhood, E-Trade, you don't have to buy an entire share. You can buy micro shares. So you can take the $20 you have and invest that $20 in Amazon if you wanted to. Stop sharing for a second. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys 4 minutes. We're gonna take a quick 4-minute break. If you can talk to your parents, if your parents are available now, go and talk to them about getting your account set up. If not, you can take a quick break. At 4:30, we'll get started right back at 4:30. If your parents are around, you can grab them. If not, if they're not around, that is okay as well. Please make sure you have that conversation with them about how to get it started with E-Trade custodial account. And we are here as well. So if your parents are available and they want to come talk, feel free to send them, or feel free to put them on screen if they have any questions as well.
It's annoying. Don't come outside and get me again. Go to your father.
Umar, are you there, Umar? Can you do me a favor and type your email in the chat so I can send you this gift card?
Brother Hamzat, I'm not sure if I'm doing something incorrect. I'm filling out the E-Trade account for custodial.
Custodial, yes.
Right. I fill out just my information. It's not letting me enter Omar's information.
So the first part is your information.
Okay.
And then you should see when you're done with that part, you should see where it says the minor basically is information.
No, it doesn't ask me for that. It's telling me to create an ID.
Uh-huh. Let me pull it up.
It's weird. It just seems like it's making an account for me.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Give me 1 second. Give me the bowl. There you go.
Daddy, that's only like one.
There you go.
And I need someone to put something on.
All right, no problem. I got you. Give me a second, okay?
It's looking like a regular account, not custodial.
Let me just double check it now. Let me see.
Yeah.
Walk through this process before.
It's like a video game.
Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the chat now to make sure you're using the right one.
Right one.
I need someone to put something on.
Where?
That remote that in my room. In the room that goes that way.
Whose room is it?
It's in Daddy's room.
You don't want to watch the stuff from that?
When are we gonna go to Rita's, Daddy?
When we on our way to Uncle Tico's house.
Yes, I was filling out the wrong thing because I just did another search and what this looks like, the interface is different.
Oh, is it okay? Okay.
Oh boy, okay. It's gonna take me a minute. Hold on.
No. All right, while we're waiting for that, let's see if everybody is back now. Umar, if you're available, do me a favor, put your email in the chat for me. I'm gonna send you a gift card for winning the competition.
Okay.
All right. And then guys, welcome Brother Kadiku, Mr. Latif Kadiku. He's Abdul Latif Kadiku. He's here. He's gonna do a little activity with us. I think he's here. Yeah, he is here. Okay. He's gonna do a little activity with us here while we're finalizing things. So again, put your email in chat for me. I'll send that over right now. All right, Mr. Kadiku, you can go ahead whenever you're ready, Ms. Kadiku, and take it away.
Am I allowed? Okay, I can share my screen. Okay.
You want me to make you co-host?
No, I think I can do it.
Okay.
We're just gonna play Jeopardy. We're gonna play Jeopardy. I guess I just need two. We could do individuals or teams. Either way. How many people can we do? How many people like here? It says
So
11.
we have Farouk, Umar, Mr. Kamara, that's 3, Yusuf 4, Nafisa 5, Muhammad Bryant 6, Naeem 7. And then if you add me and you, that's 9.
9. Okay, I'm gonna be out because I made the question. So
Thank
we
you.
can do 2 teams of 4.
Okay.
We
Thank
do
you,
2
Mark.
teams before. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's see. Actually, let me. Is everybody like doing something right now? Everyone's like working on a.
Some people are. Some people are
Okay,
working on trying to get their account set up.
Gotcha. I give this one time.
All right, Umar, you should get it in the email now. So check your email whenever you get a chance, Umar. And then I had one for second place, but he's not here. You're laughing. You said. So should we bump that down to third place? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Let's see.
My concealer and my foundation are like the wrong color, so they're like way too much.
All right, so let's just go ahead. He's not here. We're gonna go ahead and just give that to the third place person.
I have to cover my eyebrows.
All right, so Yusuf, looks like you got it. All right, so go ahead and put your email in the chat for me.
Hey, what?
All right, yeah. So whenever you're ready, Ms. Katako, you can.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do 2 teams of 4. You guys can decide how you want to split up the teams. And let me just I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do like this.
Yeah, so you can put us in groups.
Who wants to be? All right, who's in team 1? If you're in team 1, like, just put your name under team 1, and then team 2 will just be whoever's left.
Okay.
I could just randomly assign people. It doesn't matter. Y'all want to be? You guys want me to do the assigns, or do you guys want to just pick your teams yourselves?
Thank you, Yusuf. I got it. Thank you. Why don't you just assign people?
Okay. All right. Mr. Saba, you could be in team 1.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go down the list, just alphabetical. Farouk, team 1. I guess we can have both Farouks in team 1. That's fine. And Naeem also team 1. And then Nafisa, Umar, Yusuf. Am I missing someone? I feel like it should be 8. I have 4 people in team 1 and 3 people in team 2. Oh, Mohammed. Did I miss Mohammed? So Yusuf, Umar. Okay, so Yusuf, Umar, Nafisa, Naeem are in team 2. Then we got Saba, Farouk, and Mohammed. Is it moving around? What is going on? Okay, hold on. Saba, give me a second, y'all. Sorry. Farouk. Both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Farouk 2 times. Okay.
And then Mohammed.
Okay.
Yeah. Team 1. And team 2. Let me do it like this. Naeem, Fisa, Umar, and Yusuf. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen, and then we'll just team 1 to start off. We'll just start us off. Who's team leader? Who y'all need to? I'll pick Saba team leader for team 1. Because I can't have too many people talking. Who wants to be team leader for team 2? Is everybody muted? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. No one's responding. That's why. Who's team leader for team 2?
Me. I want to be team leader.
Who's me?
Me.
I need a name.
Nafisa.
Oh, Nafisa. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. All right, now we Begin. Okay. All right. Team one goes. Whoop, wait a minute. Fix that.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That's okay, Google. All right. Team one can go first. You have math, music, basketball, Islam, and just miscellaneous. Pick whichever one, and let the games be. I guess team one unmute yourself, and team two stay muted, and then we'll just switch back and forth.
Miscellaneous 400.
Miscellaneous for 400. Okay. Easy things.
8.
Oh, it is 8, isn't it? Because we got rid of Pluto, didn't we? Yeah, I'll take it. No, that's right. 8. Oh, that's how they go. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right.
Let's do.
No pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Miscellaneous 500. Miscellaneous 500.
Miscellaneous 500. Say less.
So are they typing the answer in the chat or how are they doing this?
No, they're just saying it. They're just speaking.
50.
Okay.
50.
Who's
let's stop.
There's someone from.
Yeah, I'm okay. Let's figure this out. So does only one person get to respond?
No. The whole team can like unmute themselves. It's a team. So
so anybody on the team can unmute themselves and talk.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. The team can talk.
Okay. All right. Who just said 50 just now? Was that?
It was me.
Muhammad?
That was Yusuf.
That was Yusuf.
Yeah.
So Yusuf, okay, you're on team 2. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right.
So I have Muhammad and 2 Farouks in my. Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. Next team 1. I guess you go back and forth.
Okay.
Why are we going back and forth?
Wait, how does Jeopardy? Do you like if you win? You just keep
if
going?
you win, you keep going.
Oh, say less. Okay.
Yeah, but hold on. Let's just get it right then. So whoever says it first gets the point then.
No, like
that's how Jeopardy works.
But there's a lot of voices in here is the problem. I wouldn't know who's won.
That's why I said maybe we should type it in the chat. Whoever types it in first.
That works.
Because that'll be easier. So they can pick the anybody can whoever wins picks the category, but whoever types it in first wins.
Okay, that's fair.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. So I need Farouk and Muhammad. Let's go. Let's get it. Get your Twitter fingers ready.
I guess team 1 gets to pick this time.
No. They won. They won.
Okay, team 2.
I don't want to play. Play.
Okay. Just typing. You don't have to speak. You just type. But all right, team 2 pick.
Can I pick, please, Nafisa?
Yeah.
Okay. 500 basketball.
500 basketball.
Uh-oh.
What is this one?
Fingers ready.
Oh, that's easy.
You
gotta be faster. Then again, nah, it's cool. This is fine. LeBron James.
That is an opinion.
That is true. That is an opinion. That is a.
He's said to be the greatest basketball player of all time.
Okay, but people say LeBron.
I can add more.
Maybe I should have done both of them. Okay, I guess
who got that point just now?
It was team 1.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, Muhammad, you pick a category.
He typed it in first. It said Jordan.
Music 100. I have no idea. I don't even listen to music.
That's a giveaway. That is a giveaway.
I was about to say that.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah.
That's a giveaway.
How is
What's
the answer?
I gave the answer. Oh.
You should start doing timers. That's what it is.
What is the answer?
Irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Yay, we did it. Okay. For
all right,
you
team 1.
Pick the next one. Oh, we can do a slam. I forgot. I didn't see that.
All right, go ahead.
We can do a slam 300.
Who's this one? What's cake?
Hey.
Dang,
Hey, I'm about to say that,
Yusuf got it. Yusuf got it. That was quick. Yusuf was fast.
I mean,
Yusuf
who
got it.
doesn't know this?
Oh my God.
Oh wait, let me actually show the answer because I didn't. Yeah. All right. Next.
Nafisa pick if you want.
Let's do music 500.
What was this one? Oh yeah.
What?
Did somebody break your heart?
Break
Looking
your
like
heart.
I'm just gonna say the most.
I don't know this one.
Really? Nah. Well, okay. Farouk got the song right.
Oh, I got it.
Who is that?
I can't type.
He said Native Dean.
Oh, why do I?
I
This one's
don't
weird.
know.
Okay, because
What is Savage Love? I don't understand.
Savage Love by Jason Derulo.
I'm
I'm gonna give it to Farouk.
Savage Love.
Yusuf got it.
Yeah.
Yusuf said Jason
Yay.
Derulo.
Yeah, but Farouk said Savage Love first. I'm just gonna
Either way, it's
Yay.
our team. It's our team either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right, next.
They chop a top shot. All right, go ahead. Yusuf, I mean,
Farouk, you can choose
yeah,
one.
Ferg, go ahead and pick.
Basketball 300.
Red.
Spelling counts as well. So
No.
But it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, he did do it.
Red.
He did. Wait, no.
This
man said Lakers.
Get that out of my face. Spelling
Drake.
does not count.
Somebody boo Muhammad for saying red.
If we were using our voice, I would have said it correct. So spelling don't count. Lakers. Get that point.
You
All
gotta
right.
spell it right.
All right. Go ahead, Yusuf. It's on you.
Okay.
Hold on. Who got that point? You gave it. Hold on. You gave it to them, right?
It was team one. It was because it was the spelling. It was the spelling.
What? Get that out of my face. Get that out of my face.
All right. So we're gonna go with basketball for 400.
Get out of my face.
What? I don't know his jersey number. Is it 30?
It actually is 30. It's 30.
Oh
That's why I say, you know what? That's why I included the last one.
I knew that immediately because June is 30th
check
is
the
my
calendar.
birthday.
Oh gosh. Who got that right?
That's team one again. Farouk said 30.
Farouk, it's on you, Farouk.
Yusuf, you are really trying. I respect you.
Basketball 200.
Oh no.
I forgot this one too.
Wait. No.
Right.
How do I remember this?
Wait. Hold on. I don't even know.
Nobody's got it right yet?
30. Again.
Okay. So somebody got it. Who had it first?
Let me see.
It was
30. I want to say
Naeem,
yeah.
No. Nafisa. No. Yusuf. No. I'm looking at the wrong. Naeem. Okay, Naeem did get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, what team is team two? Oh, that's good. Y'all finally came up. Kinda. All right, next.
Okay. Nice. What's the next question? Why
It's on Naeem.
Oh, sorry guys. Oh.
Okay, do math 500.
Say what?
Math 500.
Math 500.
Oh, math 500. Let's go.
Yeah,
All right, give me a second. I'm getting situated.
P squared plus P squared. The Pythagorean theorem.
That was a lot though. You gotta get this one
parentheses,
right.
exponent,
multiplication,
division, addition, subtraction. There we go.
I mean, that is not wrong. That's not wrong, but that's not right.
I feel like I'm right.
No, it's not wrong, but it's not right. That's
Exponent,
not
multiplication, division,
Type
addition,
it out.
subtraction.
all this time spent talking. Y'all gotta. There we go. Fuck. Damn, okay.
Somebody actually typed it.
Yeah.
Who typed it?
Farouk.
Team one. Team one.
No, this is.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That is no. We should say I don't
That's a
agree
lot,
with this
right?
typing.
This isn't fair.
Oh, it's
Naeem,
gonna be some of
I
them.
mean,
Okay, some of them are like kind of long. Okay, let's.
Farouk, it's
We
on you.
got it, right?
Farouk.
We got it. Team one got it. This is a lot of time.
That's not. Typing
You
is.
just be salty because you're losing.
No.
If you were winning, you wouldn't say it.
I've been salty since he said we have to type.
It doesn't matter.
Islam.
Okay, come on. Now, who's
Islam. Who said Islam?
Farouk? Yeah, Farouk. Islam. Okay, what number?
200.
200. More lists.
Oh, it doesn't matter how you say it. Oh, wait, you know what?
Type real fast. Real fast. Real fast.
Why is it not typing? I typed like 3 of them already.
It's hard to hear. There's a lot of people. That's why I gotta type.
Say Shahada's a prayer.
Yeah, Farouk. Dang, who? Farouk types fast.
Oh yeah, he do. Oh, we did it. Yusuf, don't even.
Okay.
We got it.
That's team
We
one.
got it again. Okay.
Look, I spelled Shahada wrong. Trying to rush.
All right, that's another point for team one. Next.
Is there a team two? Do they exist, or is this?
That I don't even. I'm not even sure if they're playing.
Wait.
Well, not even still.
Name
The
the
Visa's out here. No, they're trying.
I don't even,
Islam 400.
I don't even know if Umar's a part of this game.
Bro, we barely have any time, and you're giving all the points to Team
I
One.
can't even type.
They
I'm on an
type
iPad.
fast.
You can't even type.
What?
Can't type that.
You're on an iPad?
Yeah, we got the good ones. We got the ones who can type fast.
Hey.
Been on computers while I'm on this top. Like, can we get more time?
Islam 400. Let's
It's not even like it's just whoever answers.
Where is the equality in this? Like, this
It's just two numbers. You can push two
more
numbers on the
time.
keyboard. Pay attention.
Give me that.
We're gonna take it up.
Actually.
Oh, Yusuf is right. Yusuf is right.
For real?
Yes.
When did that change?
It didn't change. It's always been. Think about it. Okay, what did they say? All the names of Allah. How many names?
99 plus Allah.
But then don't we say Allah also?
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Some people might
The
say.
crazy part is either way, it still goes to team one. So
It won't have a
Team
lot
2.
more
I typed it in reverse and I typed it in the right way.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Y'all,
Team
if
two.
the
Team two. We give it
99
team two.
names, those are the only names that Allah has revealed to us. So Allah has
Infinity.
That's fair.
Does everybody get a point?
So you gonna put infinity?
I can't type.
You put infinity. We all know.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
Who gets? I'm gonna. If first.
So technically, Yusuf is right either way because
I'm gonna give it to
Yusuf
Yusuf.
like, yeah.
Yeah, team two. That's team two.
We only have 1,400 points.
You gotta type.
Like,
fast,
this
right?
game is
I'm
rigged.
thinking,
points.
miscellaneous 100.
Miscellaneous. What is this? Let's see. Okay, everybody get ready to type whatever the answer is about to be. Oh, you know what? For this one, spelling doesn't matter. Just you can get like.
How am I supposed to know who this is?
It's just
Michael
the
Lee.
kids should know this.
No, Charlie.
Oh, there you go.
Girl.
Like,
Wait, what?
You said spelling no matter.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah, it's
Who is this
Charlie.
person?
That's team two. That's team two. Yusuf got it.
watch
Yusuf
TikTok.
got it.
That goes
TikTok
to
is
you.
not good.
She has. This is
I
false.
don't
Oh,
know.
I mean, either way, she still got the
I
most
would
on
never know
TikTok.
So it's a girl. So I was right.
Type that. I mean, you were.
I got it
People
first.
on TikTok
Spelling no
are
matter.
It went to team two. It
Oh,
went to
someone
team two. It went
said
to
she
team
has
two.
Ring.
116.
Shush.
She still
so
has the most
technically-
followers. It's all good. It's all good.
The
That
thing
point
is
went to
wrong.
team two.
We got it right.
All right.
Oh.
Team two. Pick.
Yeah. Miscellaneous 300.
I thought you were gonna do basketball.
That's another list.
Let's save those for later.
Oh, that's Kate.
Joe Biden.
Oh.
Yo. Spell it.
I already said it. Joe Biden.
No, you have to say the whole name.
Yeah, I
Joe
want the whole
Biden.
name. Somebody give it the whole name, please.
Joe Biden.
Naeem got it.
No.
Oh my God.
I am-
Joe Biden.
Yes.
Wait.
Why are we waiting?
Who gets credit for that?
Wait.
The one that spelled it right the first time.
Joe, right?
I spelled it out.
Farouk said
You gotta type it.
Oh
What?
man,
That
Joe.
takes
If too many people
long.
speak at once, I can't pick up on who does what. That's the
Wait.
problem.
Oh,
Wow. The whole government name.
I got it correct.
Wow, that's crazy.
That goes to Team 2.
That's team two.
Hold on, are we
Okay,
serious?
catching up.
Team
I give
two
that to
all
team
the
two,
way.
Yes, Team 2. Full
Even-
government name.
Even though Farouk said, "Oh man, Joe."
Oh man, Joe.
I
All
got
right,
that
team two, you're
government.
coming back. You're coming back.
Okay, let's stop playing.
Islam 500.
It's not 500. Okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh.
You didn't say right order.
You know what? Don't order doesn't matter. Spelling, get it close. Just make it make sense.
Yo, how are you typing so fast?
I can't.
Mug Gib.
You forgot.
This is coming through for team two.
No, I forgot
This is
one.
coming through for team two.
Let's go to Team 2. I spelled them.
That's team
both
two.
of
No,
them
no,
correct.
it's you. You got it.
Okay.
Team two is coming back. All that. Okay. All right, next. Team two, pick.
Miscellaneous 200.
What is this one? Oh, this one's dumb.
SpongeBob
Let's
SquarePants.
see. I never watched that show.
You don't have to watch it to know it.
I
Wait.
said SpongeBob.
Oh, that's it. That's team one.
Yay, we got it.
Okay.
SpongeBob.
Team one pick.
Islam 100.
Wait, oh, this is.
Ramadan.
No, oh, we got it anyways. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
It's still team one.
He said, "Wait."
Correct punctuation.
Oh, with
Capitalize.
the capital. No, he's right. You know what? That's Yusuf. That's definitely
Capitalize.
Like that.
Hold on, no. We got it right.
No, that's
No.
What? Yeah.
No, it's team one. All right, next pick again.
Basketball for 100.
Oh, snap. What is this? Oh.
National
Spell quickly.
Spelling doesn't matter.
Oh, wait,
Association.
no? All right, let's do it. We're not
So you're
throwing
gonna type in
anything.
anything? You do know what I meant.
Oh, I guess that.
I don't know how many. I don't know how to spell association. That's why.
I forgot.
Give that to team two.
I forgot what it.
That's team
Oh,
two.
did we
That's
get it?
team two.
I forgot the L.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Al,
you-
like it takes too much time to type.
Yeah.
Like who has
Spelling don't matter.
Give that to team two.
Yusuf, your association is horrible.
It's like 3 S's.
Oh, shit.
And then
Three
All right.
S's in association.
National basketball. Also. All right, team two, it's on you.
Music 400.
Ooh, this one might not. Let me see. Do y'all remember
Ooh.
this?
Gangnam Style.
yeah, I know this.
BTS.
I got it.
Someone
I got
saw Korean. Oh, that's a Korean. Oh, dang.
Nope.
Gundam style.
You spelled it wrong.
Oh my
You said you
god.
spelled
Oh,
it. You can't even say
Is
that.
it Gundam Style?
No, I'm not even sure who to give it to. Let me
spelling
see.
does not count. Come
All right,
on.
the spelling
No,
doesn't. You know what?
I
We're
got it
doing that for a
wrong.
minute now. All right, you know what?
You spelled
That's
it
team
wrong.
one.
With
That's
the
team one. That's team
A.
one. That's team one. The message came through. Gundam style, yeah.
You
Gang
got it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Team one is all you.
music for 200.
300 or 200?
2.
2, okay.
What?
Great.
Oh,
Yusuf got it.
I said it first. though.
capitalize as
two.
well.
And he capitalized it too. He spelled it right and capitalized it. That's team two.
I saw Canadian. I was like,
Do your thing. Justin Bieber?
oh.
Justin Bieber.
What's team two picking?
Music 300.
Music 300, okay.
Ooh.
Michael Jackson.
Michael.
That's a team 1 point right there. Oh, MJ, that could see.
Oh, we got it.
That's team 1. That's team 1.
Yay.
Dang.
Math for 400.
Maybe we'll do a good
math for 400.
400. Okay, math for 400.
Oh, I know how to do this. I'm just too lazy right now.
That wasn't fair. I shouldn't. That's not.
You can't ask the answer. You can't ask a math teacher.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not.
All right. Well, listen. This is
You got it.
This is
that's easy.
All right. Next.
Just saw that. I'm like, what is it? 515, 520.
Yeah, 300. Good.
300. Okay, we're just gonna go up the list then.
Mental math.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
No pressure, guys.
You want us to reduce to the lowest common? I mean,
no pressure. Yeah. Simplify if you must. Simplify.
No.
84 divided.
You got it already. Yusuf got it.
2? Wait, what?
No, we're not putting decimal. What?
No, there's no decimal.
Wait, what are we solving for?
No, you're solving the problem. There's no like solve for X or anything like that.
I did it already.
Yeah. So Yusuf got it.
It's 6.
I do all my mental math. So it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Good job, team 2. You're coming back. You're doing it. You're killing the game right now.
Yay.
Okay, math again.
Can you win?
Not true. It equals infinity.
There it is.
I got it first.
We win.
I got it.
We win.
They win still though.
Yeah, no.
3.14.
That's it.
No.
3.115.
I wanted to at least 20 decimals.
3.1415926 and some other
some other stuff.
The
rest. And that's it. It was a close game. It was a close game, not gonna lie, but
this is so unfair.
I carried my team.
High key, no, you really did carry team too.
All right.
Oh my god.
We did it.
I gotta learn how to type faster.
Amazing.
You guys do it.
Amazing job.
Like, what did you guys do?
Does that team get gift cards too?
Like, this is just
I carried
so
my team.
unfair. This was so unorganized.
Guys,
We switched the strategy literally halfway into the game. We were doing fine when we were yelling out the answers.
Yeah, we were. I would have gotten everything.
Next time you can.
Yeah, it's horrible. All right, so, guys, great job today. A lot of fun. I hope you guys got something out of it. We inshallah, one more time. I do want you guys to get your accounts set up. I really do want you guys to have your account set up before our next meeting. So really, talk to your parents, pester them. If they have any questions, feel free to have them reach out. But it's a really simple process. And again, it's an E-Trade custodial account. You can just Google E-Trade custodial account, and they can create the account that way. It's a really simple process. All right. Anybody have any questions before we go? All right. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, guys.
Walaikum assalam. Peace.